Hello, welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, January 30th. Now, we don't have any meetings to tell you about today, but we want to tell you who's on our show. We have Connie Petrie Norris, and she is just great and always is a wealth of information. So she's got some great stuff to go over with us today. And she'll pretty much be the entire show. So we'll have some good information from her, and then I'll give you some other information later about what's happening here in Laguna Woods. Now, before I give you our vaccination distribution information, I wanted to let you know that we went out there. Yesterday, and everybody was very happy and very pleased to have the vaccine here in Laguna Woods Village. And so on Monday, we will show you who we talked to and how the flow of everything was going. So let's give you our vaccination distribution information. The hotline is 949-594-2533, and that is, of course, if you have any questions regarding the vaccination program and the way that it works. You could also go to lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com, and hopefully today or Monday they are going to have the portal that we talked about on Friday with Jeff. The portal will be able to take your name, will be able to take your address, I guess it's an ID or resident ID, and then that will tell you whether or not you have an appointment. So that should be up and running, and that will be on the lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com website. Now, the vaccination program is going on today and tomorrow, and we have a couple of things that we wanted to remind you on is please do not show up unless you have an appointment. Of course, there could be some no-shows, and they will contact you if that is the case. Now, again, that's going on today and tomorrow, and that's the hotline, and you can always go to lagunawoodsvillagealerts.com to get all that information. Now, if you would like to get your vaccination outside of the village, you can go to Soka University or Disneyland, and the way that you register there is go to athena.com, and they will take all of the same information, and they will be able to get you an appointment. And keep trying if you get kicked out of the system or if it doesn't have availability. It just depends on how many doses they get and how many people are trying to get the vaccine. Our weather is finally not raining anymore, so it's looking pretty good for the next few days. We are looking at 60-41 patchy clouds today. Sunday, 68-49, partly sunny, and then Monday, partly cloudy with 66-45. And if you are traveling, I am sure that the mountains got dumped on yesterday from all of the snow, and we had the rain, so it's looking pretty good up there. Big Bear, 40-22, so it's a nice kind of spring-like conditions. Beaches, 60-48, Mammoth, 32-10, and Palm Springs, 65-48. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:48, and the sunset will be at 5:21. Thank you, Sheila. What a gorgeous shot. You know, we can't wait until the rain goes away. Well, it went away, and, you know, we don't have to worry about any clouds because this is a gorgeous shot with the sun out. So thank you for sending that in. If you have a photo you would like to share with us, just send it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have Connie Petrie Norris, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
At Diane's Hallmark, we're ready for Valentine's Day. Are you? Come in and see our great selection of cards and gifts. We have everything you need to show that special someone how much you care. And don't forget those grandkids either. Diane's Hallmark has many cards and gifts for them as well. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Marketplace Center, right next to Hobby Lobby. We have something for everyone. Come in today and take care of all your Valentine's Day needs.
In a time of need, it's more important than ever to have caring professionals around you that exemplify kindness, compassion, and empathy. Alethea Home Care is a non-medical, family-owned company aiming to improve and maintain the quality of life for our clients and their families. We work hard to ensure your loved ones are safe and comfortable in a warm and familiar environment. Located right here in Laguna Woods, our services include companionship, light housekeeping, respite care, hospice support, transportation, and so much more. Spoil your loved ones with quality care and call today.
At the Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback, you will always find a friendly face to guide you through your annual mammogram visit. Our staff, dedicated subspecialist breast radiologists, knowledge, and innovative technology await your visit to our center. With the Laguna Woods shuttle service right at our sidewalk, this convenient location offers you quick access for your appointment. You can expect nothing but the best for all your breast health needs at Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Cotty Petrie-Norris, and I swear we've been talking to her multiple times now because we just want to make sure we know what is going on with the vaccine. So, Cotty, thank you so much for joining us again. We appreciate you taking the time.
Well, good morning, Lisa. It is always great to be here and always great to catch up with you.
Well, you know, we were chatting a little bit offline, and we're talking about, you know, the amount of people that here in Orange County do meet the qualifications right now of 65 and over. And as I mentioned to you, our community in Laguna Woods Village has 75 and over of upwards of 9,000 people. So we have a lot of anxious people who really want to, you know, learn more about what is happening. So can you let's talk about what's happening with COVID right now in our hospitals, and you know, sort of what's happening around us, and then we'll get into the vaccines after that.
Well, Lisa, as I think everybody at home knows, the last couple of months really have been incredibly challenging. The winter COVID surge has seen case rates spiking all across the state and here in Orange County. Our hospitals have honestly been stretched to the breaking point and have been very close to being overwhelmed. I mean, the heroes that are on the front lines every day, we cannot thank them enough. The good news is, because of the actions that were taken as part of our stay-at-home orders over the last couple of months, we have started to finally see a leveling off of this winter surge, which is good news. It's important to note COVID case rates are still really high. The spread is still really high, but cases are leveling off. And because of that, just last week, just 2 days ago, we were able to announce the end to our regional stay-at-home order here in Southern California.
Right. And, you know, I think there's been a lot of discussion about that. You know, I mean, we follow the numbers on a regular basis here, and we noticed that the ICU numbers were dropping and hospitalizations were dropping. Cases still, like you said, remain high, but that's, you know, a lot of people are being tested right now. You know, you can't ignore what's happening in California as a whole. I mean, we have a lot of very upset people. We have a lot of very upset restaurants and businesses who just wanted to open up. Do you think some of it was a little bit of pressure?
Well, I know all along we've worked really hard to ensure that the decisions that are being made are data-driven and that we're being led by policy and not by the politics. So I know that it's been a very, very hard couple of months for our entire community. And I know that the lifting of the statewide stay-at-home order just a couple of days ago, which will enable our hair salons and nail salons to reopen with modifications, will enable restaurants to reopen for dining. I know that that was welcome news for so many of our Orange County business owners and so many of our Orange County residents.
Oh yeah, I mean, most definitely. The restaurants were really hurting there for so long. I mean, everybody was. It wasn't just them. But, you know, I guess the good news is that we're moving in a forward direction, not backwards. Let's talk about the vaccine rollout. It's already begun, obviously, and we've been starting it here in Laguna Woods, and then we have the other centers. But can you kind of take it from, you know, the top there?
So the vaccine rollout is underway, and it really is. This has been such a long and hard road, and it really is a light at the end of the tunnel for millions of Californians and indeed for the entire country. The vaccine is safe and effective. It's being rolled out across the state based on risk profile. We want to make sure that we get this vaccine to the folks who need it most, who are the most critical risk. And so right now, the vaccine eligibility includes healthcare workers and first responders, our long-term care residents and staff, and Californians who are over the age of 65.
Right, right. And while, it's interesting, the 75 and older, that's kind of like what we've been focusing on right now. Do you happen to know overall in Orange County, is there more 75-year-olds, like over 75, or is there more over 65?
Well, so in Orange County right now, if we just look at the Orange County residents who are over the age of 65, plus our healthcare workers and first responders, Lisa, that's almost 600,000 people. And right now, and I know folks have probably already talked to you about some of the supply challenges that we're seeing, but right now, the Orange County Healthcare Agency, we've got between 6,000 and 7,000 vaccines that can be distributed every day. And so we know that the demand is much greater than the supply. And I know that for so many of the folks that I represent, so many of our Laguna Woods residents, that's created a lot of frustration. And I completely understand that. We have been waiting so long for this vaccine, so long for this light at the end of the tunnel. Right now, what we need to do is do everything we can to get those vaccines off the shelves and into people's arms. And I think the good news is that we do know that supply is going to start to ramp up really quickly. We've seen commitments on that front from the federal government, and I'm very grateful for that. And here in Orange County, as you and I were talking about, we've set what I think is a really exciting goal. So Orange County, we have announced Operation Independence, and the goal is that we will be able to vaccinate all Orange County residents who want vaccine by July 4th. So that's something to really look forward to, and I think look forward to with a lot of celebration in our hearts.
Well, that would be, that's a great, it's great to have a number, it's great to have a goal, an end date, if you will. And hopefully from what we see on the news, there's an awful lot of other companies that are coming out with vaccines. We've got the Johnson & Johnson one, a variety of them that seem to be making their way. So, the more the merrier, right? If they work, bring them on so we can get more people vaccinated.
Right. Absolutely. And I do I mentioned this earlier, but I do want to drive home that even though it seems like these vaccines have been developed in record time, and it really is a miracle of modern science, they are safe, they are effective, they have been tested and approved by top medical authorities at the federal level and also here in the state of California.
Well, right. And I know that there's a lot of concern about, I don't want to get it first, what if something's, wrong with it? But if you look at the studies, like you pointed out, there's very few side effects from the majority of people. Some people might have some allergic reactions, but overall it's pretty good, wouldn't you say?
It is one of the most effective vaccines that has ever been developed. It's on par with the measles and the chickenpox vaccine in terms of its efficacy and its safety. It's incredible.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to work pretty well for everyone. Now, you held a town hall, and we actually watched that, and it was great with Dr. Clayton Chow, and I like the way he just kind of laid it on the line. There was no fuss. He's just like, okay, this is the deal. And I like that about him, because I think that's exactly what people need to hear. There's no beating around the bush. He just told it like it was. And so tell me how people can actually watch that again.
So I had a town hall with Dr. Chow, who is the director of the Orange County Healthcare Agency and has been at the helm of our Orange County COVID-19 response and is right now leading the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. So I was able to sit down with him and answer many of the questions that our constituents have had about vaccine distribution here in Orange County. So folks want to watch that. It was last week on January 21st. It's available for replay on all of my social media platforms, and you can access it on my website as well.
Okay, good, because it was really well done, and I'm glad, like I said, that he was able to answer everybody's questions. So that's awesome. You know, can you go back real quickly to the Operation Independence and just kind of give us an overview of what's happening at those other sites, the Soka and Disneyland?
Yes. Well, as you know, for Laguna Woods Village residents, there is a site right at Laguna Woods Village that's being operated by Memorial Care in partnership with the Orange County Healthcare Agency. And for folks who live outside of Laguna Woods, or your friends, your relatives, there are 2 Orange County super sites that are live and operational. The first was at Disneyland, and just last weekend, the second site opened just around the corner at Soka University. And the rollout of those sites has been a great success, and they are ready to continue to increase the volumes there once we get some additional supply. And so for folks, again, if you live in Laguna Woods, you're going to be contacted by Memorial Care in partnership with Laguna Woods Village. But for folks who don't live in Laguna Woods, you can register for the county's vaccine app, which is called Alethea. And you can pre-register now so that you get your place in the line, and you'll be notified when it's your turn to make an appointment.
Yeah, I've heard this site was having some challenges. We had spoken to Supervisor Lisa Bartlett, and it was having some challenges because, you know, there's so many people trying to register at one time, and that's going to happen with any website. You know, just the amount of people trying to go after one thing. So I know that she said that they were working 24/7 to make sure that things were running smoothly. So hopefully that's been taken care of now. But like you said, it really comes down to, you can register all you want and you can go get them done, get your vaccine. But if there's no supply, then you know, what would we do? Now, one thing that you had mentioned to me offline was that there's like a task force. Can you tell me how your task force, what did you call it, an accountability task force?
Well, so Lisa, one of my jobs in the California State Assembly is I chair a committee called the Assembly's Accountability and Administrative Review Committee, and we look into all sorts of issues, including some of the challenges that have been faced by the Employment Development Department and other departments in the state. Next week, we will be holding an oversight hearing on vaccine rollout in California. And my goal for that hearing is really to enable me as a legislator, and on behalf of my constituents, to get to the bottom of some of the questions that folks have, and give the California Department of Public Health an opportunity to really clearly lay out, here's the plan, here's the milestones, and here's what people all across California can expect over the next 3 months.
Okay, well, that's good, because like you said, you know, people are having questions. They wanted to know when they're going to get their vaccines, and we certainly want to make sure that there's plenty of supply. So we hope you're able to make some things happen.
Yes.
Shut it up.
That is certainly the goal.
Excellent, excellent. Now, of course, if somebody had questions regarding anything we've just talked about, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Well, Lisa, whether folks have questions about the vaccine rollout or anything else, my office really is here to help. We have virtual office hours. You can call us to make an appointment for either a phone call or a Zoom office hour appointment. And you can always reach out to my office. Our phone number is 949-251-0074. And you can find out more or find our website by Googling COTTIE, C-O-T-T-I-E.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you again. Good luck in your meetings, and let's catch up with you again towards the end of February, and then we'll kind of compare where we're at.
All right, that sounds good, Lisa. I know that there's a lot to do, and I am very confident that we are going to make tremendous progress all across the state and here in Orange County in the month ahead.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right.
And we'll be right back after this.
Now there's a different way to buy a new Lexus. It's called CarDash, only available at SouthCountyLexus.com. It's amazingly simple. Visit SouthCountyLexus.com, select and reserve your new or pre-owned vehicle that comes with a 5-day love it or leave it guarantee. Apply for credit, calculate your payment, and even appraise your trade-in, all online. Once you arrive at the dealership, just pick up your car and drive home. Push a button, get a Lexus. South County Lexus, where different is amazing.
Silver
and gold. Consider it sold.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest will buy your gold, diamonds, fine watches, coins, and sterling serviceware, regardless of condition. With metals at an all-time high, now is the time to sell. Visit us in person or shop online from the comfort of home.
Silver and gold. Consider it sold.
at the Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. With us today is Dr. Christine Chung of 7-Day Dental. She has great news for seniors. Doctor, why don't you tell us the exciting news? Mom.
We know there are many seniors living with tooth pain. 7-Day Dental is starting a new program called Seniors First. Seniors who are 65 years or older will get initial free exams and x-rays.
That is so nice, Doctor. Call your nearest 7-Day Dental to get your 7-Day Dental smile.
To help stop the coronavirus, the CDC recommends to avoid contact with people who are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Stay home when you are sick, except to get medical care. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. For more information, contact the CDC. A message from Village Management Services.
Welcome back. Well, we have a movie for you today. The movie is Ghost, and it stars Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, and it is an oldie but a goodie, not that old, but nonetheless. And that is brought to you by Memorial Care, and you can see that at 3 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles today. So you should enjoy that, and because, you know, it is a little chilly out, so stay in and watch the movie. Now, I wanted to tell you that on Tuesday, February 2nd at 5 p.m., the Supervisor Lisa Bartlett, along with Assemblywoman Laura Davies, is going to be having this little town hall meeting, and it's going to talk a lot about the vaccination programs that they have at both Disneyland and Soak University. And their guest speaker is Dr. Clayton Chow, who is the Orange County Health Director, and there should be a lot of great information. So if you want to register, you would send an email to assembly.davies@assembly.ca.gov. And the concerned citizens of Laguna Woods Village are having an event called Improving the Criminal Justice System. And that will be airing on Wednesday, February 3rd and 10th at 1 p.m. right here on Village Television. And this time they're having the former Baltimore police officer, Deborah Ramsey, to come on and share her positive approach to dealing with inner city crime. So that sounds like a really great thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Our weather is finally stopped raining, and now we've got some patchy clouds today. But the temperatures are still, fairly mild, not too hot and not too cold. Today we're looking at 60-41, and tomorrow we're looking at partly sunny, 68-49, and then Monday partly cloudy, 66-45. And if you are traveling this weekend, boy, if you are headed to Big Bear, you are headed to an awful lot of snow. I'm assuming you will need chains to get up there, so be careful when you drive. But Big Bear is a 40-22, and then the beaches are 60-48, Mammoth 32-10, and then Palm Springs 65-48. Well, you guys have a great day and a great rest of your weekend. And on Monday, when we come back, we will have Jeff Parker here, as well as our interviews with residents who had the vaccination this weekend. And so it should be really great to catch up with them. They were thrilled to have it happen right here in Laguna Woods Village. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday. Bye-bye.
Join me.
Hello, I'm Barry Arbuckle, President and CEO of Memorial Care. We approach the close of 2020 with hope and confidence that an end to the COVID-19 pandemic is on the horizon. The unprecedented speed by which vaccines are coming to market brings us all tremendous encouragement, even excitement. Still, we need to be patient. It will take some time to vaccinate everyone who wants to be vaccinated. And in the meantime, we must remain on guard and vigilant. We have dramatic increases in COVID-19 cases spreading throughout our community. Memorial Care hospitals, like others across our region and nation, are experiencing higher patient counts than we've seen yet. We must take this surge seriously. Be assured, though, that we're prepared for this and we are safely caring for all of our patients, those with the virus and those who have other healthcare needs. We also have enough experience with this pandemic to know that our behavior during the holidays directly affects the rate of COVID-19 spread in the weeks that follow. I urge you to please follow our governor's stay-at-home order. Wear your mask, stay physically distant from those outside your household, and wash your hands frequently. These simple actions truly help. This will be a difficult season for some in our community. They may be celebrating alone. Others may simply be weary, like many of our extraordinary healthcare workers who press on day in and day out, fulfilling their calling and their responsibility to our community. You may know someone who is suffering from stress or anxiety. Perhaps they've experienced the loss of a family member or a job. In the spirit of the season, there are ways we can help. Because your mental health and well-being is just as important as your physical health, we are making available to everyone, whether you're a Memorial Care patient or not, access to a free and completely confidential online program that can help manage anxiety, depression, and stress. It's called Silver Cloud, and you can access the program along with other current and relevant information on our website at memorialcare.org/coronavirus. I want to wish you a safe and joyful holiday season. With the new year comes new hope for a very bright future. Together, I know we can get to the other side of this pandemic. Thank you.